nothing on the back. I am starting my speech now. How many of you guys on the daily crack your knuckles? Whether it be after writing a long essay or constantly typing on your computer, just lean back and crack your knuckles. I'm sure you guys have heard the rumors that cracking your knuckles causes health problems or it can potentially give you arthritis. So today I'm going to dive into why that makes the pop in your hand and why there are potential health problems from doing this, or lack thereof. So, there are many reasons why people choose to crack their knuckles. Reducing tension in their hand, maybe they just like the sound of the pop, etc. In a 2016 article for UpVec by Mae Brown titled, "Why You're Actually Addicted to Cracking Your Knuckles," she said the main reason overall we do it is that it relaxes us. It relaxes us mentally, it relaxes us our whole body. So if you catch yourself doing it, maybe it's your subconscious just trying to calm you down. So now that you know why people typically choose to crack their knuckles, let's talk about what actually happens inside your hand when you do it. The reason your knuckles pop actually has a simple answer. The space between your knuckles fills with fluid over time. In a 2017 article for HuffPost titled, "Here's What Happens When You Crack Your Knuckles," Kate Bratzker said, "Your knuckles form a vacuum when you pull, causing the sound to make a pop. The fluid inside your knuckles expands and goes elsewhere, which is why typically you cannot crack your knuckles until like another 30 minutes after, saying as there's no fluid left to make the pop." So that's what happens when you crack your knuckles. It's not you snapping a tendon, it's not you pulling a bone, it's just fluid inside your hands that is releasing and going elsewhere when you crack your knuckles. So now that we know what happens and why it happens when you crack your knuckles, let's go over the potential health risks for doing so. So cracking your knuckles actually has no evidence that it is bad for your health, and it has zero evidence that it causes arthritis. In a 2019 article for Healthline titled, "Is Cracking Your Knuckles Bad for You?" Alana Biggers tells a story about a doctor for over the span of 50 years cracked one hand's joints and left the other hand untouched. And at the end of the 50 years, he said that there was no difference between the hand that he cracked and the hand that he didn't, coming up with the conclusion that causing arthritis from cracking your knuckles is a myth. It is not true. So, but it is possible that you can hurt your hands cracking your knuckles. You can potentially dislocate your joint if you pull too hard. If you pull too hard, you can, hurt the tendons in your hands. There's many things that can go wrong if you don't know what you're doing, or if you just go way too rough. But typically, it should not hurt when you crack your knuckles. No pain, and if it does, you might want to go to the doctor and see if you have any other underlying health conditions. Hopefully, you guys all have a better understanding of what happens when you crack your knuckles, and if you had any potential worries about the health of your hands over the long time of cracking your knuckles, hopefully that went out the window, and you can now do so comfortably and like I said, relax yourself and not have any worries that you are damaging your hands. Thank you for listening to my speech. Have a great day.